Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. Oh boy. I'm here to talk about Legend of Tomorrow. Whoa. Damn. This episode was woo, probably one of my favorites of all time. Doomworld. But okay, let's start at the beginning. Okay. So, we're in Doomworld where Igor Thawne got everything that he wanted, and the other members of the Legion got most of what they wanted. What Thawne was willing to give them, because Thawne is the only one who knows how to work the spear. So, just to get us acclimated to this dark world, we see Sarah and Amara, who work for Dark, who's now mayor of Star City, to go after one of Star City's only living vigilantes. We never find out her code name, I don't think. Maybe it was just Overwatch, but it was Felicity. And yes, we find out, and we see Felicity fight Amara and Sarah. And yes, it is Emily Beth Richards guest starring. But before she can give too much of a performance, Sarah cracks her head. Which I hate to say it, but the most evilest part of me actually got a little bit of satisfaction because of all the shit they've put Felicity through in just decimating our character. Since the beginning. But anyway, we find out that everything's dark and no one remembers except for Mick. However, Nate, who in this reality is a conspiracy theorist who still lives with his mom, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just... Anyway. He's a conspiracy theorist. And so, he comes to Thawne saying, "You're the smartest man in the world. You've done all of this for the world. So, I need to tell you that I see scars. Time scars all over this world." And basically we find out that he figured out that this isn't the proper reality. So he tells Mick and Snart to kill him. And right before they are, Mick takes out Snark and they run away. And then now it's get the team back together. They get to Ray, and Ray subconsciously has already been working on a device to fix everybody's memory. With a little ray gun, that's why I did that thing. First, Nate gets hit, then Ray gets hit, then Sarah gets hit, and all three call cock Rory. Because he deserved it, kinda. I mean, even the first 2 times that he did it, he said that he deserved it. But then they follow that up with... Well, Sarah helps save Amara. Then Sarah fixes Jax. And they're about to go and save Stein and fix everything, but then they're like, nope, Rory, you betrayed us. You broke our trust. You can't come. And yet again, I go back to last episode. Did they? Did they really trust him? Sorry, I got something in my eye. The eyes. Sorry. So, anyway, didn't like that, but oh well, because that leads to something really cool. Mick, in an act of brilliance that no one recognizes, goes undercover back at the Legion to get them to help, to indirectly help, which was really cool. And so, in the end, Mick gets the spear, tosses it to Amara, and while she's trying to fix everything, because remember, Amara, at least in the main universe, has the mystic amulet, so she knows how to handle mystic objects, so they think if anyone can handle it and not completely break, it's her. So she's doing it, but right as she's doing it, Snark goes and freezes her, and then he fucking killed Amara. Mick's old partner kills the closest thing that he has to a new partner. And then Thawne takes this opportunity, grabs the spear, and he's like, boom, throws it in the MacGuffin that they created, which could destroy the spear. And destroying the spear sets everything in place to how it is, which no one but Thawne wanted, but Thawne got it anyway. And so, Amara is dead. One thing I forgot to mention, Stein is so afraid of Jax in this timeline that when Jax tries to go to free him, wake up his mind with the ray, he thinks it's a gun and knocks it away and breaks it. So Stein is still under the control that Eaglebarde is the Lord and Savior. So they don't have Stein. They don't have Amara. Damn. And they don't have another person that I haven't been mentioning. Rip. Who we had no clue where he was for the whole entire episode. We just knew that he was stuck in the Wave Rider. There was even an ongoing joke, which I loved, that he took up baking. And he'd either get drunk or bake. And right before things turn, he decides, hey, what if I mix both? But Gideon, who's also there, says, no, man the fuck up. You need to get back. While you've been wallowing, making pastries, I've been doing work, and I've figured out a way to send out a distress beacon. Which, ooh boy, Gideon. More and more I see the show, the more and more I love Gideon. And really want her to have a physical form next season. A Andromeda from Andromeda, or Ada from Green Lantern animated show. But, oh boy. And so, The team is not in a good place. Their hideout is Nate's mother's basement, which apparently she makes really good sandwiches for some reason. But so they're like, what are we gonna do? We can't do anything, the Spear's gone. Well, one thing we can do. Break our one rule. Never go to a place that they already are. Like, never be two versions of a person in the same time and place. But it's their only option. Except they need Rip and the Wave Rider. And it's then that we see him finally put out a distress call for them. And we find out what happened to Rip. Rip was left inside of the Wave Rider. And the Wave Rider was shrunken down and used as an office ornament in Star Labs. I'm totally stealing this from a friend of mine who I was chatting with during the episode. The only friend that I ever talk about on this channel, Mr. J. Mr. J's Comic Reviews. I'm totally stealing this from him. But they candored Rip. They totally candored him. You know, Lost City of Candor? Look it up if you don't know. Anywho, that was the episode. Oh boy, was it a doozy, and I loved it. It had some, like, moments that made me just geek freak the fuck out. And it had me laughing. It's honestly one of, if not their best episode so far. And we still have one more to go. The finale. Where not only are they going to break their rule and go back to the time with J.R. Tolkien, they are going to have to try to save the day without Amara and without Stein, which means no Firestorm. And they got to do all of that, plus find Rip and get the Wave Rider back to normal size. And once they do break their one rule, they have to find the speed. They have to convince themselves that they're real and why they would break their one rule, and then try to work together with their old selves to stop the Legion before they can rewrite all of history. And apparently, also from what I've learned from behind the scenes stuff, Laurel will make a cameo in the finale. It's only a cameo, but she will be there. And it's not like she's going to join the cast, because we did find out that Laurel's coming back to Arrow full-time as a cast member. Just now she's Black Siren. But that's not for here. This is Legends of Tomorrow. What I've also learned from looking into it is individual members will have to break some of their own personal rules, on top of them breaking the biggest rule that they've had for time travel. Which, I know this is going to sound weird to say, but I think Ray might be killing someone, because he's the only member that I know of, besides Stein and Amara, who are out of the picture right now, who has never even thought of killing someone. Jax and Rip, I don't think they've killed anyone personally. Rip may have as the Time Master, but they've definitely talked about killing. Like, killing Vandal and killing Rip. I mean, he almost killed Sarah. And he almost killed Thawne when Amara died. But anyway, I'm going on for far too long. But we will see everything conclude next week. Oh boy, I cannot wait. Till then, I don't... Supergirl will be taking... I didn't get to talk about this last time because I didn't know. But Supergirl will be taking a month off. Legitimately. So are all the CW DC shows except for Legends, and that's because they've only got one episode left. And I will try my damnedest to put out something. I think tomorrow and the next day I might put out a trailer reaction. If you follow movies and video games, you might know what trailers those are. But anyway, till then, see ya. Bye.